Tell me the stories of Jesus. I love to hear things I would ask him to tell me if he were here. Welcome to Guitarlele Grampa. I'm Jim Henkel, bringing you a channel that celebrates Jesus in song and scripture. Let's see what today's video has in store. Well, today I have part 7 of Guitarlele Grampa's Cigar Box Adventure. Let's build a bridge. Well, actually the bridge is already built, but I do have to place it on my cigar box ukulele. So I have all I need to proceed with this step of the project. I have my bridge, I have my saddle, which goes in that slot on the bridge and will be held down by the ukulele strings when they're put on. So bridge and saddle. I have my center mark ruler, which conveniently is 16 inches long. I need 15 of them because from the inside of the nut to the inside of the saddle, 15 inches for a concert scale ukulele. 15 inches needs to be as accurate as possible. That's why a super accurate ruler, which this is, and also this ruler, unlike some rulers, the edge of the ruler is the beginning of the first inch and the end of the last inch. 1 to 16, my center mark ruler. And of course, I have my ukulele neck attached, right, for that important measurement I was just talking about. 15 inches inside to inside, nut to saddle. All right, what else do I need? Well, I'm going to need my glue, and I'm going to need a weight. Just happen to own this old iron. Literally, it was an iron, had a handle that attached here. You put it on top of the old wood burning stove and heat it up and iron your clothes with it. It sucker's heavy. It's going to weight my bridge while the glue sets and dries. All right, nice big weight. And I should mention I'm going to hit the bottom of this bridge with some mineral spirits. I'll show you that next, because that's the very first thing I'm going to do. Just take my rag, have a little mineral spirits on this. I'm going to go across the surface, the bottom surface of my bridge with that mineral spirits, because I've been told by Mike Breedlove that rosewood has a high oil content, and it's smack it with a little mineral spirits or lacquer thinner or whatever, and that will help counteract the oiliness of the wood and make for a better glue bond, which I'm going to need here in a little bit. Okay, it's glue time. Bridge, glue. I'm going to go right down the center of this bridge with a nice generous portion, and that glue is going to spread when I place this on my ukulele. Now I know the approximate spot where this needs to land. I taped it off so there would be no finish on a good measure of that landing pad. Now, here goes. It's either nothing or everything. Bring my saddle along. All right. I have the bridge in an approximate location. I'll lay the saddle in there. center mark ruler, first inch at the top. I'm going to put that right up against the nut and bring it down. And I'm pretty close. I'm going to get my center mark ruler and I'm going to check if I'm centered. My bridge is centered. 16th. Okay, we're centered. Get that again. Want that right at the nut. 15. Inside of the nut, inside of the saddle. 12th fret. 7.5. I'm going to slip the saddle off and we're going to play Time to Wait. Just going to lay that straight down. And there it is. Best as I could make it. And now, what's the bottle say again? Clamp for no less than 30 minutes. Don't stress joints for 24 hours. So we're at least a day away from putting strings on this instrument, and probably more than that, because I like to be extra cautious. And now, wait. Just wait. Wait. Well, here we are. My bridge is in place. And I'll measure that in just a moment. I do want to comment. I was a little too more generous with the glue than I needed to be, so I do have a little bit of a glue ridge showing. But this is my personal instrument. Not trying to sell this or give it away. So I get to live with my handiwork. Did learn maybe I was a little too generous with the glue on the bridge. If anything, I was scant on the neck and too generous on the bridge. Well, that's the way these kinds of things go sometimes. However, while maybe it was a little too generous with the glue, and put the saddle in place. Now again, I know it may seem counterintuitive, but that saddle just remains loose in there. And the strings, when they come up across and are tuned up, they will hold that saddle in place. It doesn't get glued in because it's made to vibrate. It's the vibrating saddle that vibrates down through the bridge, down through the top of the instrument, gets everything going a quiver. Acoustic instrument, right? All right, but hey, look, here's my center mark ruler. We're right at 15 at the inside of the saddle. Right at 15. I am super happy with that. The bridge is right at 15 at the inside of the saddle. All right. Well, got a neck, got a bridge. Now I have decided that I'm going to bolt this bridge. That's why I put this piece of poplar in here, so I can, and it's going to be fine. Drill down through, my hole's going to come through right along about there. This is made for wood screws. I'm going to use bolts. I'd like to use this little guy because I love the rounded head on it. However, for whatever reason, my hardware store locally only carries this in a 3/4 inch length. and I suspect it's going to be short. So I may have to go to its brother or sister. A different sort of head. You can grip by hand to tighten it. Comes in an inch length. And my guess is I'm going to get to use those. And they're going to go right in there. Right through. I'm hoping for the shorter ones. We'll find out soon enough. Well, I was right. This little 3/4 inch bolt was not long enough. So I did go to its 1 inch long cousin with a different kind of head on it. But hey, I actually think it looks good. Looks good. Yeah. So I bolted that through the bridge, through the body of the ukulele, through my piece of poplar, and I tightened it down, courtesy of my little Allen wrench and my great big ratchet. Allen wrench on the one side, ratchet on the other, and I have secured those firmly. They are not coming undone. That bridge is glued fast and bolted. It is a permanent installation. Not going anywhere. All right. Well, got 2 steps left. Glue this, clamp it. Oh boy. Wait. And then string it up. Wow. Guitarlele Grampa's cigar box adventure is drawing to a close. Who knew? If you like what you heard, hit like and subscribe to the channel, Guitarlele Grampa. See you in the next video.